just doing phenomenally. So I'm excited to see him do well, but we got more on the line. We got Raffi-X and Odyssey.
Ooh, and we actually got to see some Odyssey action earlier on stream. But Pugwest was able to get the W, and now here it is. After seeing how well he did against Pugwest, I'm expecting to see Odyssey get further in the bracket. Let's see what happens.
Odyssey is one of those players who's been really hard on the up-and-coming here in New York. He's been performing phenomenally just from going Wi-Fi Warrior to New York. But Raffi-X is looking to put a stop to his run tonight.
I feel like that's like the narrative that I've heard for so many players, even in Brawl, right? Where they used to be Wi-Fi Warriors, and then, oh my goodness, Odyssey, and then they just start showing up at events doing really well, which is great. That's great breeding grounds for top players.
And it's really been showing with how well he's played today and the amount of wins and how good those wins are. But Raffi's going to be taking the first blood here on Smashville for Game 1, playing phenomenally, just trying to stay out of that space that Odyssey can control.
Yep, right there. Now, during a situation like that, when you get down thrown by a Rob, a lot of times players say to try to go for the jump option, right? That way you get rid of actually getting air dodge. But great stuff right there, Odyssey, trying to put Raffi-X in the air so that he can get an opportunity to follow up with an up air of his own, putting it at one stock apiece.
And taking away that rage from Rob, pivotal to being able to bring this back to an even game and even push it further into his favor. Because we've seen throughout the night that Raffi's done a fantastic job of playing well with his back against the wall.
Yeah, you can see it right there, actually. All those space and airs, very nice fadebacks on that. Dude, Odyssey is just pressing all the fastest buttons right now, dude.
He's looking to react as well as he can to Raffi, trying to sit in shield, but not long enough, just long enough to try and bait out a reaction and then follow suit.
It is. Let's see how Raffi lands. Great option right there, using the neutral air.
And the set play coming in from Raffi, doing a great job of using gyro and laser, just further pushing Odyssey off, make sure that he doesn't have his boots on the ground, and the gyro following up into the Fox Illusion hit for the up smash, allowing Raffi to take Game 1.
That was definitely a rough situation right there. I wonder if he was trying to see if he can possibly side B over it?
That's my
Maybe,
guess.
Right? Yeah. Because it definitely looked like he tried to go a little bit higher than the edge, but he still got nicked by the top, it seems. And that up smash just like ended his stock. So good stuff. Raffi-X. Raffi-X from
He is one of the New England natives. A lot of New England likes to joke around that he's more Wi-Fi than anything else, but he's doing a fine job of repping his home region tonight.
Look at that.
Game 2 is taking us to Dreamland, and I love the pick from Odyssey. However, it's a real double-edged sword because these are triplats that Rob can make fantastic use of for his own combos, and the low ceiling allowing for the early kills can be devastating.
Yeah, you can definitely be susceptible to those down throw up airs KOing even earlier, so we'll see what happens. And we see a lot of these full jump down air attempts by Odyssey, which Raffi-X tries to counter with nairs of his own.
Yeah, Odyssey keeps on going for this auto-cancel window for the down air, just so he can stay mobile, whether he's threatening with a hitbox or he's going to feint it out.
Here it is. Okay, and I love how he's being aware of the fact that with that top being out there, right, he might as well just go for the shine option.
It's a good way to counter the projectile play we've seen from Raffi because he's managed to get so much residual damage from it without having to commit to any hard options.
Very smart. And let's see, has some control right here. And I love the grab, too. Can't let the opponent get too comfortable in shield, you know?
Of course, especially with how often we see Adi trying to reset a situation where both players are going to be sitting in shield waiting for that reaction.
Wow. I love how Odyssey was able to just piece everything together like that. And there it is again. That was one of the things that I was getting really excited about when I saw him playing Pugwest. How he's not afraid to just go for the grabs. Was that an air dodge towards the ground?
He tried.
Oh, man.
He's putting the fear into Raffi. Odyssey's style of Fox approach is very methodical, where he is not afraid to press these buttons, not afraid to press into that aggressive state, take this advantage. But even at that, he's still willing to play out the neutral patiently, use Fox's tools to keep the spacing heavy on the opponent, to keep the pressure on, while still staying mobile.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of his style of play right now. And here come the up tilts again. And looking at just Rob's size, you know, he looks like it's really hard for him to get out of that.
He's a heavy character. He takes up a lot of space. All properties that Fox loves to take advantage of.
That's right.
We see Odyssey already lap him in percentage.
Yo, combo food right here. So aggressive. Even with his positioning, he doesn't even need a hitbox to be out. Oh, didn't go for the up smash. Actually, an F tilt.
He wanted the getaway button, but it just wasn't enough. Pressure is becoming overwhelming for Raffi, and not even the gyro is becoming a safe option for him.
Air dodge. Okay, there it is, but good drift. And it looks like Odyssey is not pulling the trigger on these KO options now. Uh-oh.
It seems he wants to build up more of the damage, or it could also be that Raffi-X is being a lot more aggressive in contesting for the stage control, and that's what's preventing Adi from being able to take off these stocks.
Very smart up air usage just to stop that potential fair.
Raffi attempting to go for the spike with the down air, but it's not going to be enough. Just running up with the up smash.
That is like one of my favorite things to see players do, right? If you just like go behind someone, you take away that grab option, and then you apply pressure to them, more often than not, they'll just go for a roll because they feel like, oh my gosh, there's way too much pressure being exerted on me. I have to reset this situation, right? Reset the neutral even with a roll. And what happens right there, Odyssey was just on top of it with that up smash. And there you see him. He's focused right now, taking a deep breath, composing himself, making sure he can go into the third game with a clear mind.
Of course, got to make sure that all of that momentum that Odyssey has built up throughout this set doesn't end up becoming just an overwhelming wave.
That's right. Here we go. Final destination. How do you feel about this pick, by the way?
The stage pick's rather interesting. It makes a lot of sense based off of how Raffi's wanted to use a lot of the projectile game. But we've seen Odyssey do a lot of juggling through the air, pressuring at the ledge a lot. All properties that make Final Destination a fantastic pick for Fox in his own right. So much like how Dreamland was a double-edged pick for Odyssey, this could end up the same for Raffi.
Okay, let's see what happens here. Raffi, I love his aim, even though he's missing a little bit right there. And I love the coverage, too, with that neutral air. I thought what could he have done? A fair, maybe?
It looks like he was opting for a footstool into down air.
Okay. Yeah, okay. There we go. I was like...
And that would have been a dead Fox.
Yeah, for sure.
But Odyssey doesn't want to see the end of this stock just yet. He's got plenty more to milk out of it. Pressing with the Fox illusion, dragged down with the forward air. Raffi comes back to the stage safely.
No rolls yet. Good stuff. Instead, just jumping out of shield, putting out a hitbox.
I think Raffi learned his lesson about rolling. He needs to be a lot more careful about his decisions he makes out of shield, as Rob is one of those characters who doesn't have particularly great out of shield options.
Exactly. Sick! And he's actually back. Oh my gosh. Look at Odyssey go, dude.
He is just a man possessed right now, constantly pushing forward and forward. There's no end to this pressure.
And still able to come back. Oh, wait. Yeah, he should actually be able to come back. Fox, he can fly.
No, yeah, basically.
Okay, let's see the option he goes for. Odyssey is learning. Not trying to show any New York bias. Sorry, guys.
Raffi showing that he's just as much of a showman as Odyssey. Finally getting that read with the up smash and having only 19% built up to him. Looks like Raffi's making just as good of adaptations as Odyssey has.
Absolutely. Wow, and again, Fox's jab's just so quick. Cutting off that. It looked like a down smash option.
And the rapid jab from Fox, normally you would think rapid jams aren't that great of an option, but it's so quick, there's so little cooldown on it. It's a great option for Fox to force the battle to take place closer to the ledge or potentially off stage.
That's it. Good pushing. Just getting a lot of stage presence, and I like that. Oh my gosh!
That almost killed.
Yeah. That was like second hit.
Yeah, I don't think Raffi was prepared for just the second hit to be connecting.
Okay.
Nonetheless, he's still alive, trying to get his resources set up, but
oh!
Empty hop crossing him up. Can he move on for the kill? He can't just yet.
Looking for it. Another opportunity right here. Rage! Rage!
Oh,
ooh.
We even hear the stomp from above us. A solid pop-off from Raffi as he takes it over Odyssey.
Beautiful stuff right there, man.
Phenomenal play from both of them, honestly.
The moment I saw that down throw, I was like, okay, we saw him jump out before, actually twice in that third game, so I thought things would have looked good for Odyssey right there, but he finally pulled the trigger, literally.
Yeah.
That R button.
The patience from Raffi, too. He made sure to time his jump just right so he could space well to get every hit of that. No matter how good Odyssey's DI was out of that, there was no saving it.
Yeah.